These days, there are so many opportunities to learn. Do you know how to pick the one that's best for you? Welcome to Allie on Life, where we are crafting great stories, whether that is in life, in business, or on the page. Oh my goodness, I am so excited about all the cool stuff that I have coming up in the next couple months, and I am just dying to tell you about it. And I will soon. If you will subscribe to this channel, you will know when cool things are happening. You can also subscribe to my email list. I don't always send out emails right now, but that is coming along with all the other exciting stuff that I'm doing. So be sure and do all that. And also in both of those areas, my email list and this channel, I'm getting really close to 100 subscribers. So if you can share this with anyone, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. It just helps me get that much closer. And I'm planning something pretty cool when I hit 100 subscribers on this channel. Well, speaking of YouTube channels, this is the era of online, on-demand learning, and there is just so much out there to choose from. You can do research on your own at the library, on the internet with search engines. You can read books. You can go to school. You can take courses, whether that is, through a university or courses that you buy from people online. I mean, that market is huge right now. You can even hire someone to teach you something, whether it's like a tutor or a coach or something like that. There is so much out there and it can be overwhelming. So here are some ideas for how to choose what works best for you. The first thing I take into consideration is price, because I don't have unlimited funds. And if you do, great, but most of us probably don't. And so my first question is, what is the cheapest way that I can learn this? And obviously the number one answer is free. If it is free, it's for me. So if you are paying for internet, you can search for things on the internet basically for free. If you don't have internet, you can go somewhere that does and search for things for free. And most of us have internet on our phones, and so you can do that as well. Books, if you check them out from the library, are free, and so that's a great opportunity. There are lots of different ebooks and things that you can find for free online. Pretty much any website will give you some kind of something for free because they want you to sign up for their email list. There are plenty of ways that you can learn things for free out there. And then the next option, of course, is something that's cheap. You can take cheap courses online. You can also buy books. Books are pretty cheap if you consider all the different options that you have as far as learning goes. I mean, a book is going to cost you maybe $20 or so, depending on whether you buy it, on paperback or on Kindle or whatever. And that's not a lot. If you're talking about learning what you can from an expert on a particular topic, buying their book and reading it is a great way to do that. And if that is something that you are able to do, go for it. Of course, there's podcasts, YouTube, TV, all of the different things that are available that are free that you can take advantage of. And you could probably learn almost anything you wanted to for free at this point if you just know where to find it. The second thing I take into consideration is learning style. I mentioned books, and I definitely had a philosophy for a while that, wow, yeah, a book is the best way to do it because you just learn it from these people who are experts and they wrote the book, and so you should be able to learn it from them. But the problem is I don't learn from books. It's true. I love to read. I love to write. I love books, but I don't learn anything from reading a book. And that's always been the case. When I was in college, I didn't really read textbooks because I didn't learn anything from them. But I did learn from a teacher teaching me the material that I read in the book. And then, I could go back and see where the book would fill in the information that the teacher didn't say or things like that. But like to just sit down and read something out of a book and get something out of it, I just don't. That's just not my style. Now, if the material in a book is offered as a course, that can be a great way to learn that material. So a lot of times it's really cool if you know that someone wrote a book and they're famous or they're an expert and you want to read what they had to say about the topic, but you're like me and you don't really learn that much from books. You can look and see if maybe they put out a course that is related to the material in the book. And then you can sit and watch as they teach through that. I actually purchased a course last year that I haven't finished yet, and that's a problem that I'll get to in a minute. But it was a course taught by James Scott Bell, who is a really famous writing craft writer. Everyone always recommends his books. He's got books on plot and structure and characters and several other different things. But he put out this course, and so it popped up in one of my email lists that I subscribed to, and it was an intro price, and I thought, fantastic, I can take this course because I've never read any of his books, and I don't know that I would really learn very much from reading any of his books anyway. So yay, there's a course. And he's on video teaching many of the concepts that he teaches in his books. So that is a fantastic option for learning from people. Whether it's, someone who writes books or someone who has just put up a course because they know how to do something. I love to take courses from people that I really admire in the online business world. Like, for example, Pat Flynn. I love Pat Flynn. He's the smart passive income guy. I enjoy his podcasts. I enjoy his YouTube channel. And I also enjoy his blog and his courses. He puts out some really great courses on several different topics, and I've taken advantage of some of those. There's quite a few others as well. Ashley Gaynor is one that I always recommend. She's got some great courses on freelance writing. There's so many options out there. If there's something you want to learn, there's gonna be a course about it. And lots of times those courses have some enticing extras, like maybe a Facebook community where you can connect with other people who are going through the same course and kind of have conversations and talk through things that you're struggling with or that aren't very clear to you. And maybe the course instructor pops in there and answers some questions sometimes, and that can be really cool. Maybe the course has like a certification, or when you finish it, you get to be put on a service provider list. I know of several courses that are like that. So those are some different perks that you can get when you are looking at courses. I have to admit, I am a course junkie, and I have literally hundreds of courses that I have purchased either on their own or part of bundles because, hey, if you love courses, buy them in a bundle when they're all mashed up together for one low price, right? So yes, I have done that. I've never finished a course online that I've bought from someone. I am this close. I have one bonus section left on one course. You're not going to believe what it is. It is the Vlog Like a Boss course from Amy Landino. And you know what? I learned in that course how to do these videos. So see, you can learn anything from a course and apply it in any way that you want to. And I'll probably be so excited when I finish that course that I will let you know about it. But it's a great course, and I enjoy it, and I learned a lot. I have learned a lot of great stuff from a lot of courses. I've just never actually finished one. Sometimes the reason why I don't finish courses is because I'm not very good at being accountable to finish them. And so I need a little extra accountability. Sometimes I need a little extra guidance too. Like maybe I'm not really understanding a concept very well, or I have questions and I can't get those answered just through the course. And that is where I need a coach, or what I call hand-holding. This is how I think of it. I think of it as an adult. Like, for example, me, when I am holding my child's hand and guiding them across the street. Does my kid know how to cross the street? Yes. Have I taught them a million times to look for cars? Yes. But do I always trust them to cross the street safely? Not always. And sometimes they like to have me there to help them also. And my kids are a little bit younger. So sometimes I help them by holding their hand across the street. And that idea I really like, the idea of a coach who helps you do the things that you probably already know how to do, but that you just need a little bit extra help with. I can learn a lot from a course, but sometimes there's a gap between like the knowledge part and actually implementing it. And if you need help crossing that gap, crossing that street, right, then you may need someone to come alongside you and hold your hand and take you across to where you need to be. I have learned a whole lot about business in the last couple of years. I have a large backlog of information of how to run various aspects of a business. I have learned a lot from those courses that I've started and not finished, and those groups that I'm in on Facebook and those other mentorship programs that I've been in. But there was just something missing between all of the knowledge that I have about how business works and then actually creating a business that works. There were a few things that I was missing. I needed a roadmap. I needed a way to get along my path and figure out really what that path was supposed to look like, because I have pieces everywhere, but I couldn't figure out how to make them come together. So you can call that a roadmap, you can call that, somebody helping you put the pieces to the puzzle together, but I needed help. So I joined this business coaching program with Ruth Sukup, and I am loving it. It's that roadmap that I needed. It's filling in those little extra bits and pieces that I didn't know that I was missing. I mean, I did know that I was missing, but I didn't know what they were. And now I'm getting a better idea of what they are. And along the way, there are coaching calls where I can ask questions. If there's something that still really isn't connecting, she's there to answer those questions. That is an example of how I knew that I needed to go from a course to a coach. I could probably have found a course that would teach me all those things. And in fact, there is a course included in this coaching program that is teaching me all those things, but I didn't even know it was there until I started the coaching program. I had heard about it, but I didn't realize that it was the thing that was going to take me from where I was to where I needed to be. And so I am now involved in that, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get this thing figured out now that I have help along the journey. So to sum up, if you want cheap, look for free or buy a book. If you are needing a little bit more information and support, look for a course. And if you need someone to guide you along and help you do the things and get from where you are to where you want to be, then consider hiring a coach. And if you're still not sure after thinking about all that what to do, just start at the bottom of the cost ladder and then just keep moving up until you've gotten where you need to be. Well, tell me what you think. How do you choose a method for learning what you need to know? And did I miss something? Tell me about it in the comments. Personally, I have a book. I am planning to put out a course later this year, and I do coaching. So if you are someone who is wanting to write a book and you're having trouble getting started, I can help you with that. You can follow the link in the description to this video to purchase my book. You can email me, Allie@AllisonDuke.com, if you're interested in finding more about coaching, and just be looking for that course to be coming later on. Stay subscribed to this video and to my email list so you don't miss out on that announcement. That is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Now get out there and tell your story because someone needs to hear it.